Happy 40th anniversary, Tom and Emily. Here's to many, many more.
Maybe you can't hear us. We were trying to keep you safe. When I think of Tom and Emily getting married, naturally the first thing I think about is how they met. I had started working at McDonnell Douglas in the summer of 1977. And if I recall correctly, Tom sat right next to me. After I had worked there a little while, Mom kept hinting, "You work around a bunch of nice boys and you have 5 sisters here. You need to introduce them."
So after lots and lots of nagging, Dave finally jumped in.
Right. And I overheard Tom one day saying he was going to take a sailboat out to Creve Coeur Park. And I said, "Hey, Tom, that sounds great. I could bring one of my sisters along." Emily just happened to be the one that was available. And she met Tom down at Creve Coeur Park. They seemed to have hit it off pretty well. And
that was the beginning of Tom and Emily.
Yeah, it sure was. I felt a little concerned because all I really knew about Tom was that he ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch every day. And coming from which obviously is a sign of thriftiness, but coming from a family that values food so much, I was a little concerned about that. Anyway, I decided not to introduce any more of my sisters to guys from work until I saw what would happen with Tom and Emily. Well, needless to say, they get along great. They set a date, and within 2 or 3 years of meeting, they were getting married. And so that's how they met, and they're still together 40 years later. I guess I'd done something right.
Happy anniversary,
Tom and Emily.
Happy anniversary, Uncle Tom and Emily. We just wanted to make this short video because we love you guys. But we wanted to say I wanted to say I loved going on vacation with you guys all the time. I'll never forget going to the Peabody, watching all the ducks in that elevator, go to that cool fountain. I always tell everybody about that vacation.
We believe we're the luckiest of all because we got to grow up and spend our childhood just a few blocks down the road, and we walked over to your house every weekend, all holidays. We have lots of happy memories from Easter, Halloweens with Grandma. And
we always loved the Halloweens with Grandma.
My favorite was always going to Eckert's, apple picking, and then baking lots of pies. So thank you for all the great memories.
We can't wait to make some more at your new place.
Happy 40th anniversary!
Congratulations, Tom and Emily. We're celebrating your 40 years together. You've had 40 years of fun. And I really think that you are a unique couple because you both have very many talents and you're both very creative. So here's a toast. I was supposed to have champagne. And we're going to open the glass. And here's a toast to Tom and Emily. Tom and Emily, engineer and nurse. Tom fixes, Emily mends. Pilot and cook. Tom's the plane, Emily's the wind. Tom's the salt, Emily's the pepper. Tom likes bicycling. Emily learns belly dancing. Tom writes computer programs and wins trip to New York. Emily writes asthma programs and wins delicious steaks from New York. Fisherman and seamstress. Tom fly fishes for trout. Emily sews, quilts, and smocks. Tom makes furniture, Emily is the decorator. One makes little planes and one makes little fairies. By now you know who's the plane and who's the fairy. Farmers and painters. Tom has the tractor power and Emily has the flower power. So now I'd like you all to stand up and get in a circle. Aaron takes Josh's hand, and Josh takes Evan's hand, and Evan takes Laura's hand, and Laura takes John's hand, and John takes Amy's hand, and Richie takes Aaron's hand. And now, when we look at each other, we see Tom and Emily's love made visible. So now the challenge is, we're supposed to have another toast with champagne. I forgot my champagne. To come together again in 40 years and make the circle and see how big it is. I love you guys very much. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud that I know you. Love forever, Margie. There's the champagne bottle. I was wondering where it was.
Congratulations, Tom and Emily.
Congratulations.
We'll give you a little toast for 40 years of marriage.
This is...
Need some help?
Oh my goodness.
Watch out,
Don't
Mama.
aim it.
I'm not aiming it.
Watch out, Mama. Watch out, Tom, Emily.
This is such a... Okay, congratulations. Oh goodness. Well, they'll good.
Here, Mom.
And one for the camera lady that forgot the champagne. Here, just take this. Congratulations.
Tommy knows how much fun you've had.
Tom.
Congratulations, Tom, for 40 years of married to a Glen girl.
Bye-bye.
Happy anniversary, Emily and Tom.
Congratulations.
We love you.
Love you.
You're
Guys,
the
good
best.
job.
40 years. It's wonderful.
That's great. You've been married longer than you've been around.
Spread that love around the world.
Celebrate your day. We love you.
Yeah, wish you could be with us.
Take care.
Congratulations and happy anniversary, Emily and Tom.
Emily and Tom, I remember your wedding day, and I remember all us girls felt so beautiful in our long dresses, and I was so proud of Emily. I thought her dress was so cool because it was homemade, and it was such a classy dress, and she was such a beautiful bride.
And I remember catching the gardener and having to go get more alcohol because your dad sent me on that. And I remember being around 5 beautiful young Glen girls.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Aunt Emily and Uncle Tom. I love you both so much, and I hope you have a wonderful celebration. Bye. Love you.
Hey, Emily. Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Congratulations, by the way. 40 years. We're here to say happy anniversary.
And I just want to say congratulations. You're probably now officially an anomaly. I'm glad that somebody still takes till death do you part seriously and doesn't try to hasten it. So, congratulations.
And I wanted to tell you thanks for taking care of me and nursing me back to health. Forever in your debt. We love you and
Love you.
we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Happy 40th anniversary.
Hey, Tom and Emily. Happy anniversary. You made it 40 years. That's awesome. I can't believe it. Thank you guys for both being awesome, always being there for me. I wish I was there to celebrate with you guys, but instead, I'm going to cheers to your next 40 years. Love you guys. Bye.
Hi, Tom and Emily.
So you made it 40 years.
And you know what they say, the first 40 years are the toughest.
There's too many more.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
We love you.
We love you.
Hey, Tom and Emily. Happy 40th anniversary. We're super bummed we couldn't make it up to see you guys this summer.
Yeah, but we love and miss you guys so much. So cheers to 40 years and more.
Since Emily and I have been BFFs since college, I was fortunate enough to be around them pretty much at the beginning of their relationship. Emily started dating Tom, and she was very excited. I think she was smitten with him from the beginning. She told me how smart he was, that he sailed and he flew airplanes. So she was very excited and proud of all of his accomplishments as a fairly young guy. I think your marriage is great. It's stronger than it's ever been, and I know it's not easy and you have to keep working at it, but I know it's worth it. I know how much Emily admires Tom, all those things that I talked about, his intelligence, his abilities, his woodcrafting, his workmanship, his hard work. And really, Emily is that kind of person too. She's very intelligent, hardworking, creative. So I think you guys make a really good team. So I want to toast you to your 40 years of marriage and to many more happy years together. Love you. Bye.
14,000 days, and just like that, 40 years have come and gone.
My, how time does fly.
You've weathered all that marriage can bring.
And that you can't deny.
2 wonderful boys.
Your joy and pride.
Brought 3 sweet grandkids.
All because you were wed, groom, and bride.
Still together and going strong.
40 years of love in a blink of an eye.
Happy anniversary.
To 40 more.
Hi, Tom and Emily. Happy 40th anniversary.
Happy anniversary, number 40. Hey, double that and make it 80.
The 40th anniversary is Ruby. So, Tom, I hope you got Emily some rubies. But if not, maybe some red wine would count, since it's sort of a ruby color.
Well, that's what I say. Or you can do red beets. Red beets are nice.
Red beets are very tasty. Or you could do...
I have no idea. Roses. Red roses.
Yes, ruby roses.
Ruby
Okay.
roses. Okay.
Tom and Emily, it's sure been fun living up here with you guys. Lots of fun stories, lots of drinking wine, working in the garden, the chickens, the turkeys, and who knows what else. And so we wish you much happiness and many more years to come. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Thanks for being there for us. You made our move up here a definite pleasure. Happy anniversary once again. All right. Bye-bye.
Happy anniversary, Tom and Emily. Wishing you the best anniversary ever. Happy anniversary to the best friends a person could ask for. We wish you lots of patience together and even more happiness and joy. Good luck on your future journey. We love you guys. Have a great day.
Bye. My favorite memory of Mom and Dad is probably when we first visited them in their new condo in Ohio, because that was really cool, and it just kind of changed the way we looked at Ohio, since you guys were living up there and what we got to do, and kind of changed our connection with Ohio a little bit.
I remember, I think it was on that same trip that we had gone to the garden and picked some vegetables. I don't even know if it was the church garden or if it was Grandma's garden. But somehow we had all these vegetables, and then the boys went fishing, because I think Tom was still really into catching crappie early on when
And
you
catfish,
guys.
I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and catfish too. And there was an egg sack. and the boys caught the fish, and then we cleaned them in the like side yard of the condo, I think, and then cooked them all up for dinner. And the boys were really proud because they had really helped with dinner. And they still talk about that. So that was one of my favorite memories.
Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary!
My favorite memories with Emmy and Grandpa is when we were all sitting around the fire, and then Grandpa put a beer bottle on the fire and it exploded and it burned my shirt, Emmy's dress, and Emmy's hat.
Yay! One of my favorite things I like to do with Emmy and Grandpa is doing a tractor parade around the farm.
Happy anniversary!
I really love that we get to spend so much time with you in the summers. I think it's really unique and it's brought us a lot closer. And my favorite memories are from those times in Ohio. The first one, I'm pretty sure, was my first trip, and you guys took us to Crow's Nest for dinner. And it must have been music night or something, and you guys liked the group, and Emily cajoled Tom into dancing with her on the dance floor. And it was the first time I saw you two dance together, and then all the other ladies wanted to dance with Tom. And I think my second favorite memory is the house. I really love the whole process of the house, and I think it's really cool that you two designed it together and you can see both of you in the house and you let us have input. And I just remember as we were the moving parade going down the street carrying boxes and the boys pulling things in wagons, I thought how amazing it was that you two built this home that we as a family will get to make many more memories in for years to come.
So I have a memory from way back when John and I were little kids. Dad came home one day from work, and this was back when he still wore a tie and he probably had blue jeans on. But anyway, we started roughhousing, and we had Dad on the floor and we were climbing all over Dad, and we were probably riding him like a horse or something like that, whatever we would do. And then we didn't notice anything different about him. Then Mom walked in and she does a double take on Dad, and she says, "Tom, let me see your face. What'd you do?" And we didn't know what's going on. And she says, "You shaved your mustache." and then she grabbed him and she's kissing him all over the place and stuff. And we didn't even know what he looked like the day before, but we didn't notice it on or off. It was just the way it was then. But I'll always remember that, and it's a fun memory. Anyways, happy 40th. It's pretty incredible.
Happy 40th anniversary. We love you.
Yeah, I love you guys.
"40 years, that's a lot of life, spending your time as husband and wife. The edge, hard times, and the thick and the strife. It's fun of the places where love survives. Oh, you people, now don't you question when you see opposite folks attracting. Cascading out chain reaction where the beautiful faces of love arise. Beautiful faces of love arise. Order together and the time just flies. Headstrong by the family ties. It's fun of the places where love